This is Bait, life outside the Federal Witness Protection Act. I got up and early one morning and answered the phone about 6:15 in the morning. I was working in Rio Rancho, New Mexico as a nurse. It was my day off. I got the most chilling phone call of my life. This is the Rochester, New York Police Department. Is this Susan Knisley? And I said, yeah, to the officer on the phone. And he said, call the marshals. Hey, it's Susan. Welcome to tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys Away / human trafficking. That was a real phone call from the Rochester, New York Police Department. I had to sit back and think about this whole situation. I mean, right away, I thought they've killed my cousins. They've killed my cousins, and the kids are dead. And it took me a little bit to let this sink in and figure out what I was going to do, because I had already been blown off by the US Marshal Service in Albuquerque, New Mexico on my own situation. So can you imagine getting that phone call and then trying to figure out how you're going to explain this to the US Marshal Service? So I picked Buffalo, New York, told the chick on the phone what Rochester PD just said. She put me in charge of, in contact with Brian Matthews. He got right on the phone. I said, Brian Matthews, I said, the Rochester police wanted me to call you. There's a bunch of us that are not enrolled in WITSEC. I have a letter from ICE that talks about that. The U.S. Attorney didn't follow Title 18 of the United States Code for the Fair Treatment Victim Witnesses. And I threw a bunch of case information in Arizona District Court, including this ICE letter that talks about WITSEC in federal court in Arizona. And the case number is CV 11978 PHC ECV, Knisley versus Weish. And he said, hold on a minute, and I also said, Deputy Jennifer of the U.S. Marshal Service said to make missing persons reports of my family. He goes, hold on. He's like, something's not right. Let me look into a few things. The next day or the day after, I got a phone call when I was at work from Special Agent Phil Roney with Homeland Security Investigations in Buffalo, New York. And I subsequently went over this whole goddamn case with him, everything I could possibly think of that would have caused him to call me in the first place, including what other victim witnesses have said. And one thing being from another victim of terrorism like me. Victims of terrorism were the most hated group on planet Earth. That another victim witness like me that's helped the FBI before and has gotten totally screwed and has got a bunch of missing dead family members herself. She's got my son's father connected into the terrorist attacks of 9/11. Into other terrorists and into the terrorist attacks of 9/11. Now, is that true? I don't know. I only told him all the information that I possibly could and that I possibly had. And I got nothing in return. And I ended up losing my job in Rio Rancho, New Mexico. So, and when I tell even my local police departments that there is some of the other unusual events that that have happened over the years, I don't fucking expect them to call me crazy. This is a fucking crazy story. It's a crazy story that I have to have a deputy marshal in Phoenix tell me to make missing persons reports on my family. Now, why did she do that? Because the cops and the sheriffs and the FBI and even DHS were fucking goddamn corrupt in Arizona. And I had to take this back to the Marshal Service. I have a video about that. It's called Marshals. And so, it's a crazy story, but when it's your family, you try to do everything you possibly can, and I don't expect any shit from any goddamn police department anywhere in this country. If I sit there in their damn office and I show them a letter like this, and I tell them I have agents, and I tell them that I've got some other people that know this case, I expect them to look into it, especially when it comes to the kids. Damn you, law enforcement America, you all fucking suck. That's tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys Away. It's criminal intent to lose all witnesses to the case. Arizona District Case CV 11978 PHC ECV Knisley versus Weish, based on DOJ negligence. Tonight's episode of Keep the Bad Guys Away. I'll see you next time.